All right, hello. There's not a lot of time, so I'm gonna get straight to it. Today, I'm here to announce Grant.fish to you guys, and I'll jump right into what Grant.fish is and share like when this is gonna be launched. So Cosmos is all about like building out projects right now. It's all about IBC connecting all the different types of zones and hubs, and also there's a lot of like Everett type of guys that are trying to they might do a zone, but it's all about supporting all the different projects that will support the Cosmos ecosystem. To get these projects off the ground, there are like largely two types of way to fund them. One is, of course, getting investment from funds individuals, but these need incentive alignment, meaning that they want return on their investment, meaning most of these projects early on actually don't consider this. They don't know if they're going to actually issue tokens. There's just no answer for them to give to funds when they ask, how are you going to return my money? Second of all, there's also a way of asking grants from foundations, but these also take a bit of time because foundations need to be fair, and there's going to be phases of how many projects they want to support at once. So there's going to be a sort of a lag if you're trying to seek grants from foundations. So we were thinking, is there a way to complement these two funding options for projects that are just starting off? That's how we conceived the idea of Grant.fish. Grant.fish is going to be a stepping stone for early projects. It is a validator that will be purely focused on delivering grants to teams as soon as possible. And I emphasize as soon as possible because it's all about trying to get the grants to the teams that need it ASAP. So how will Grant.fish work? So Grant.fish is just going to be a separate validator, and hopefully we're expecting a lot of individuals who want to see the Cosmos ecosystem grow, funds who want to see the Cosmos ecosystem grow, and foundations who also have interest in seeing the Cosmos ecosystem explode will delegate to Grant.fish a validator. Using the delegated amount, the Grant.fish will secure the network and receive staking rewards in return. And the staking rewards will then be distributed to teams as grants. The Grant.fish is not expecting any return. These are pure grants. And to get into sort of the detailed nitty-gritty details of Grant.fish, Grant.fish will have its own dedicated infrastructure. So it will have the same level of security that we're using for stake.fish, but it will be dedicated infrastructure. It's not going to live on the same infrastructure. I just want to emphasize that. We are going to charge 100% fees on that, and then 1% of it will be used to sustain the Grant.fish operations, but 99% of the staking rewards will all be distributed as grants. We will have multiple grantees at a time, and the staking rewards will be equally shared by all grantees, regardless of how big of a scope a project might be. The grantee selection process will be every quarter, and it will be done by the stakefish team. And I know that might worry some people, but again, we're making a trade-off here. Whereas creating a DAO might be useful in trying to create a fair decision on these grant decisions, we want to do this rapidly, fast. And so far, we haven't seen any DAOs that move as quickly and provide a solution to get these grants to teams early on. And so therefore, we are going to operate this solely by the stakefish team. And once grantees actually find some sustainable source of funding, we will definitely remove them such that we are then able to put in new grantees that are just starting off. So Grant.fish will launch on when Cosmos Hub 3 launches. I think we have enough validators here to actually talk this through and make this happen. And then we hope that this is going to be a new way to sustainably fund projects. And we ourselves will bootstrap some of our atoms to get this validator started. Thank you.